Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode, what did I put this? Episode 4 of the Foothead podcast with the...
Justice for Dubravka!
Can you let me get the intro?
Maybe.
With the Domainist, now you can say it,
Guys. Justice for Dubravka. Alright.
and myself, Fear Eclipse, as always. Usually, I said when we first started doing these podcasts, that, they would be mostly up until the release of FIFA. I cannot speak today. It's going to be a good night.
Yeah.
Up until the release of FIFA, it would be strictly the highlights, what we thought of the games of that weekend. Well, as it is the 12th of September in the U.S., and mostly everywhere else, we're about a week away from the release of the early access. So,
Yeah.
we figured the top 10 players just got released. Everything is out for the most part. So we figured we would just chill out and just talk about, these cards and everything that happened in the past week or so.
Like,
You can start off with that Justice for Dubravka thing if you want.
how is he lower rated than Joe Hart? Like, EA don't watch Newcastle. I call bullshit. Right? Dubravka should be at least 83 rated.
Have you been watching Newcastle?
And the cells should be like 92 rated. That's all I've got to say on it.
I can't talk because Icardi should have. We'll
Well,
get into that. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Okay. So, we could start right off. First player, number 100, Manolas.
Oh, gone all the way down, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 85 rated, improved from his 84. You can see I got the FIFA 18 card right there on the right-hand side. Not the most improvements. His pace went up a bit. He's a low high, which honestly, with...
He was medium high last year, right?
Does it say it here? Nope, he was low high as well.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
But let's remember, Serie A was not as OP of a league as it is clearly going to be this year.
Has he lost a star on his weak foot?
Nope, still 2-2.
No. Okay, I'm losing me. I thought for some reason he was like last year medium high with like 3-star weak foot.
Yeah, he went up a rating point. He's now an 85 opposed to the 84. 83 pace, which...
I never realized he got that much of a pace boost.
80,
oh my God.
like 80 is good. Don't get me wrong. 80 was a great pace boost. It was a great base stat for his pace. 83, I feel like this kind of a player, when I see a stat like that, I would probably use him. If I were to use a three at the back type formation, he would probably be my central center back. Just
if
because
any formation with centre backs, which is everyone, you use him as your centre back.
Oh no, my central center back. So like if I have 3 at the back, he's the one who's dead center. Because most times, there's going to be runs down the middle. So even if someone beats your center back on the outside for pace, odds are Manolas is going to be able to pick that up very quickly, and he'll be right there for you. 18.
I think it'd be an expensive card.
Yeah, definitely. This.
I'm calling at least 30 to 40k.
Okay, I was going to say anywhere from like 15 to 25 range in that area.
Like,
But again, with the way Serie A is looking this year, if for some EA went and did something crazy like 50k max, I wouldn't be too surprised. That's something I could easily see.
We'll see some of the other big boy Serie A centre backs later in the list.
Yeah, of course.
But
this is definitely going to be one of those like
the pace they're used to. Some of them.
Yeah, that's where he makes up for it. Like 86 defending, 82 physicality. It's not the highest
Probably
we're going to see.
Only player on FIFA 19 that's had a pace boost. By the looks of it.
Honestly, yeah. 86, 82, it's not going to be the highest that we're going to see, especially today in the top 100. But honestly, him being number 100, he made the list. I'm very impressed by this card. A lot of people are going to be using Serie A teams, in my opinion, especially with the additions of, even that Roma made alone. It'll definitely be it'll definitely be a good card starting out if you get lucky enough to pack them, or maybe you snipe them off the market in a few weeks. It'll definitely be a good card.
Yeah. You'll see him a lot in FUT champs.
Yes, like easily 100%. He'll be a very, very OP card in FUT champs, I think. Number 99, Riyad Mahrez, newest signing of A1 Manchester City.
Yeah.
Um.
Because Man City didn't have enough amazing.
Yeah. No. Of course.
Like attacking.
No. Yeah.
Midfielders.
They obviously needed more options. 4-star, 5-star, same as last year. 85 pace opposed to the 82. Went up 2 rating points to an 85. Shot went up significantly, but it's still sub 80s.
Yeah.
Which I don't know about that. I mean, and last year his base card was a right mid. He's a right wing this year, and he's still only a medium. So I think I feel like I would have liked to see this card as a high medium.
Yeah, you gotta think though he gets 1 in form.
Like, that was with Leicester though. With
no,
Man
I'm saying for his FIFA.
Oh yeah, of course.
He gets 1 in form. That's gonna be an incredible card.
Yeah, like this will definitely be one of those. If you manage to get a once to watch Riyad Mahrez, do not sell him.
I would. Honestly, I would.
You don't.
You gotta think. He doesn't get played tons for Man City.
Yeah, but
and he's not always gonna get tons of games. Like they've got the big boy Sané, they've got Sterling, and Mahrez hasn't exactly lit it up so far. I'd say if you pack him early on, I'd sell him. And then if you've got a lot of coins and you look and invest in someone, maybe go for Mahrez. You've got the African Cup of Nations this year, so he might be a good shout for around that time.
That'll be more of like if you're doing, if you're doing a Road to Glory, I would definitely. I don't know. At the same time, I feel it all depends because if I were to pack him in one of my welcome backpacks or whatever a week into the game, if you see that price tag of, I'm sure it's going to be up there in the 60,000-70,000 range. It'll be hard, especially actually his once to watch will be even more. It'll definitely be hard for me to pass up selling on that for some easy coin early on. But yeah, medium work rate is honestly the only thing that I'm a little upset about.
He looks a good card.
Passing
He's not very meta though, is he?
No, passing could have been a bit higher for me. Dribbling is decent. Shot again, like I said, would like to have seen that in the lower 80s, but like you said, 1 in form is going to fix all of that.
And you've got Chem Styles as well.
Yeah, and you have Chem Styles that, if you are hell bent on using him early on and, you're a lucky piece of shit and you get him early, Chem Styles are going to be your best friend.
Yeah.
Zlatan
Ibrahimovic.
I mean,
beautiful man.
Do I even bother comparing him to his 18 card? Like, I mean, first off, right there, 5-star skills are back.
Yep.
His pace, I want to say got sliced, but it really didn't. 6 pace points is a decent amount, but you have Chem Styles, you have possible informs, you have a whole bunch of things that can fix that situation.
If you're worried about losing pace on Ibra,
you shouldn't be using Ibra.
You're using him wrong because he didn't have pace to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, you use him, I think you use him as a cam. Think about that card as a cam.
Yeah, I mean, definitely 86 shot is easily going to be enough to as a cam to ping shots from outside the box. More than likely, they'll be on target.
And I'm sure, I'll need to.
I'm just excited. I said this to you the other day. I cannot wait to put something together along the lines of a Ibrahimovic, Sebastian Jovinko, and Wayne Rooney combination. I think that'll be disgusting.
Big boy Josef Martinez as well.
I think that'll be very, very good. I don't you're gonna see a lot more so than last year. MLS players in weekend league, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, it's Ibrahimovic. Pace really does not matter.
So
this card,
yeah,
4-star, 5-star, great shooting, physicality again, a little on the lower side for Ibra, but Chem Styles can fix that. Informs can fix that. Whatever.
Ibrahimovic, with a dead eye, it can. He goes to 99 positioning, 99 finishing, 87 long shots, 99 shot power, 89 short pass, 90 composure, 86 strength. He is the perfect cam. But it's a question of...
Not to mention 6'5", 4-star
Yes.
weak foot, 5-star.
So if you send goal kicks long, he's going to win it every time.
I agree.
So, and I think he'll be 15 to 20k. It'd be an interesting one.
I'm gonna say like 25 to 30. Actually, only 85 rated because I was gonna say people.
In the MLS though.
People, yeah, and I was gonna say people could be using him as SBC fodder. Why you would do that to Ibrahimovic? I don't understand. Oh my, is that a rare Choco sighting?
It may well be.
Oh,
how bad is my mic?
My God, you glorious man! I'm so happy that you're here.
Wow. Oh, cheers.
I was waiting for a glorious bastard, but okay.
Shut up, Dom. Well,
how are you both doing?
we're good, man. We're good.
Good. We're going through the top 100 ratings at the moment.
Okay, I'm just loading up my intranet. Let's have a look.
All good. All right. Number 97. Raheem, the not dream if you watch his World Cup, Sterling.
Mr. has lower shooting than the left back.
But to be fair, that's a very OP left back. But no, that shooting is
got 24 goals last season.
no, that shooting is a disgrace. Like I'm not too sure what EA were doing with that.
And I don't like Sterling, and I'm defending him.
Like I'm just trying to see where he went. Okay, so I'm just looking at the base overall stats. I'm not delving too deep into. I don't know if Dom has that screen open or not. But
I've got it open.
okay, so he went up 3 rating points. His pace is the exact same. His shooting went up barely, if you even want to say it went up. Passing barely went up. Dribbling barely went up. Physicality, no comment. I mean, his defending, no comment, and his physicality actually dropped significantly.
I can only see 2 good stats there: his pace and dribbling.
So where the hell? So where the hell did they get this +3 rating boost?
I'm looking at his in-game stats here. He's got 76 finishing. He got 24 goals last season, and you're giving him 76 finishing. Yes, he's a bit of a donkey in front of goal. He misses a lot of chances, and his shots are a lot of the time powder puff as fuck. But he still got shit tons of goals last season. You've got to give him better shooting than that. That's so dirty by EA, man. I don't like
Like, the only thing I can see is, like, did the World Cup seriously affect him that much?
Like, yes, you put a sniper on him, he goes up to 91 finishing, but, like...
I've just looked back. I'd rather take Mahrez. Mahrez has got better overall stats than he has.
Mahrez at least has 73 shot is insane. At least Mahrez, you're getting a 4-star weak foot and a 5-star skill move. At least with Mahrez, and he's a high medium as well. Like, they gave Sterling the work rate I would love to have seen on Mahrez.
Mahrez is the better all-round card.
Yeah, I know he wasn't good at the World Cup, but still.
85 pace. He's only got 83 sprint speed, though. He's got 80 acceleration, so he gets up to his top speed quick.
And then he just bottoms out.
Quick.
He's not.
That's his problem.
He's going to get burned by pace by a lot of people.
And if you're going up against, Kyle Walker, Jordi Alba, he's not going to do anything. You're not going to use Mahrez in the weekend league. Let's be honest with ourselves here.
The only time I would see myself using Mahrez is... is using Sterling is, again, if I'm lucky enough to pack him early on.
Honestly, the only time I see you using Mahrez is in an SBC. That's the only time I ever see me using them.
Yeah. I can't disagree with you at all. I'm very, very disappointed with this card. Especially considering it's a Man City card because you like to think that EA holds them to a bit higher of a standard.
Well, I think Sterling will get 2 to 3 informs this year.
Oh yeah, no, he'll definitely correct it with the informs.
Well,
But-
the 2 or 3 informs will almost push him to 90, won't it?
Yeah.
And he'll still have the base stats of a actual 85 rated card.
All he needs boosted is his shooting, and he'll get plenty of goals this season. So he'll be a good card later in the year. I'd say he's a good card now. You put a sniper on him, goes up to like mid-80 shooting, sorted.
Don't expect
But
to.
maybe a bit shit, though.
Don't let the 93 pace fool you though. Don't expect to be burning people for pace left, right, and center.
With Sterling?
Yeah.
Nah, you'll burn people with Sterling. No, early on, when people have like, you're gonna be playing a lot of teams with like a lot of people with budget teams. Like he's got 92 sprint speed.
Yeah.
Fly past him, but he'll be expensive early on because he's got 90 plus pace.
Yeah. All right. Blaze Matuidi.
Oh, I've done Matuidi so dirty, man.
He is the sweaty CDM, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna
Look at
be.
his weak foot and skill moves though.
Yeah, compared to. Well, no, it's the same as it was last year. To be fair.
No way did Matuidi have
Yeah,
2 stars.
I'm looking at it right now. FIFA 18, 2-star, 2-star.
I've got FIFA open here. Did he actually? What?
High, the exact same. 2-star, 2-star, exact same.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't realize.
Ratings the same.
Really is Matuidi that much just yeah.
Pace is the same. Shot 1 rating higher. Passing's the same. Dribbling 3 ratings higher. To be fair to him, but that really doesn't do much. 1 rating higher defending. 1 less defending and physicality. Honestly, overall, I think it's a good card. It'll definitely be. I feel like, for lack of better options as far as in Serie A for that position, I feel like this is going to be a staple for a lot of Serie A teams. At least if you're looking for like an out-and-out center CDM type position.
And that French link as well, getting like links to like Martial.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Would I recommend using him as a like a central center mid? Yeah, you could do that. I think with that 83 defending, 83 physicality, I think he's better suited as a CDM, especially when, you know.
I'd use him as like a box mid.
Okay, so like something like dead center.
In like a 4-1-2 and 2 diamond.
Yeah.
Use him as like left center mid.
Yeah, that could definitely work out. High, so you know that definitely attributes to being able to be a box to box. But then again, I don't know if you have his stats open yet. What is like 78 pace? Not horrible, but where's stamina look like? Is he going to be crawling around by the 50th minute?
I think Matuidi is going to have like incredible stamina.
You would think.
You hope. I don't know.
Exactly. You would hope. Yeah.
Let's see. What does Foothead say?
Foothead doesn't have the full database. Like you've got
Okay.
his foot whiz, and it's slow as hell. I'm just pulling them up here.
But then isn't Footwiz part of? Isn't there 2 of the websites that are kind of joined up?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think which 2.
Yeah, he's got 94 stamina,
Yeah. So
you can run for days.
So yeah, that honestly, I think that proves my point. He'll definitely be the OP go to as far as center mids are. I would probably.
Weekend League.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. You put 68 shot for a player like Matuidi. You know, I've been watching him play in Serie A with Juventus. He's not popping off shots left, right, from all over the place, but he has the shot power to where, maybe that 68 might not represent it as far as the game is concerned, but in real life, he has the shot power to get the ball to the net very quickly, and it scares the shit out of you.
Like, you hire Deadeye on him, he goes to 88 shot power, 75 long shots, 79 finishing. It's not too bad. Like, it's not his sort of thing.
No.
Like goal scoring. He's just running that line. But if you think 94 stamina for champs, you've got Anthony Martial and fucking Theo Walcott running up and down the wing all fucking game, and then you go into extra time as well. Like, Matuidi will still be able to run for days and, like,
Yeah.
tackle.
You'll have a lot of players who will be dying, and struggling for stamina, and then he'll look like he just got brought in as a substitute.
Yeah.
So, Marcus
Guys, I'll
Asensio.
be right back.
Yep. Marcus Asensio, left wing,
Speak on it.
this year. They gave him, he still has 4-star skill moves, which I do like to see in wingers. I hate when a winger only has 3-star, kind of like Sane last year. I refuse to use him. I physically couldn't use him. I can't use a winger that doesn't at least have the ability to, ball roll without tripping over himself. But shot went up a bit, pace went up a bit. Actually, shot went up a decent amount. Passing's the same, dribbling a bit, defending a bit, physicality actually went down. Medium again. Is there something going on that they don't want to give natural wingers? And I say natural wingers with air quote because he was a cam last year, and now they're making him a left wing.
It's because he plays for Real now, and that's like where he plays after they've lost Ronaldo.
No, I understand that, but like, is there something with them not wanting to give natural wingers high medium? Like, he's a winger. If he's a left mid, I can understand a medium because he's going to be playing, box to box almost. But as a left winger, he'll be in the attacking third of the field quite often, you would think.
It might be that, like, if you think about it from a IRL sort of thing, though, he just stays in the attack, and so he doesn't really go forwards because he's already there, and he doesn't come back because he's already there. So I'm guessing that's why I'm sort of saying it in my head, like from EA's point of view. But like, let's be honest here, he's a left winger with 81 pace. No one's going to use him apart from in SBCs.
Yeah.
Or you're a Real Madrid fanboy. That's the only time you're going to use him. Or you start him in one formation and then swap him in game and put him at cap.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can't see a situation where I would go out and want to get Asensio. I mean, again, if you're not doing a Road to Glory, I myself am doing a Road to Glory. Dom is doing a Road to Glory as well. I can't speak for the Chocolate Bear. Not sure if he'll be doing one.
If I know how he plays FIFA, which I think I do, he's not doing a Road to Glory. He's spending that money on FIFA points.
Which, fair to him. Like, nothing. I mean, that's what I've been doing the past 2-3 years, but this year I want to change it up and, It's all, I think it's more, do you want to have fun now, or do you want to have fun for the whole year?
Yeah.
Where I think if you do the Road to Glory, you're going to have a decent amount of fun all year. Whereas you spend money, you're going to have a great team early on, but then, you might dwindle a bit. Yeah. It gets boring having really good players, as stupid as that sounds.
Honestly, it does. I went big at the start of FIFA 18.
Same.
In terms of FIFA points, I had like 1 million coins within the first couple of days, and I was bored after a couple of weeks. I was like, "Well, I've tried everyone." Like,
well, you said it. You said it yourself. You had Messi 2 weeks in?
I had Messi on the second day.
Okay, 2 days in.
Yeah.
But yeah, Asensio, I could see him if I pack him. Obviously, depending on his price, I don't think he'll be anything crazy.
No.
I honestly think I'm gonna say anywhere like 10 to 15K range, maybe 15 to 20 because he's Real Madrid.
Like 7-8K.
Well, no, I'm saying what his price range will be. What his actual price will be, 7 to 8, 9, 10K in that range. Yeah.
It reminds me of like Santi Cazorla a couple of years ago and David Silva when they were both left mids and just no one used them.
Speaking of which, he pointed this out to me before we went live. Santi Cazorla is 5-star.
Yeah.
Let's just Santi Cazorla, who has not touched a football in 13 months, is a 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill move player.
Why not?
Yep. Why not?
Yeah.
Next. Savage. Savage. I'm looking at his old card right now, and I'm just... God, I cannot wait. Serie A is back. I don't care what anyone says. I don't give a single shit what anyone says. That league is back.
Why couldn't EA have just been cool and give him one more pace, though?
Right? Like, why you gotta do him dirty like that?
And give him one more shoot. No, give him 11 more pace, 1 more shooting, and 3 more defending, and he's in the Hullet Club.
You want a Hullet Club before the game's even out?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, fine. I don't blame you, to be honest.
Milinkovic Savic is a baller. Like, why not? You know.
Yeah, I mean, when you're getting linked with teams like Real Madrid, PSG, what was it, Man City, Barcelona, Man U, literally anybody that was a professional football team wanted this guy.
Yeah.
I just, yeah, the pace, a little hard done by, but, I'll be honest, I don't watch him that much. But what I can say is, you're not going to see, with the exception of Juan Cuadrado, Costa, Dybala, players like Ronaldo of that caliber, you're not going to see people with burning pace because there's really no need for it, especially with a team like Lazio. They definitely do have players who can burn you for pace, but the entire team isn't like that.
Yeah. Give him Shadow, and he's basically other club.
Yeah. Give him an inform or two. He'll be Hull Club.
Yeah.
But high medium work rate, same as last year. 80 shot. You give him a chem style, he is going to be a very, very dangerous card and a very expensive card at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I'm talking, if you see him in the weekend league, you be scared. Be very frightened. At what this card will do against you. 4-star as well.
Yeah.
And a base 85 as well, man. This card, I'm going to call it now. This card will probably get 4 to 5 informs. This card will definitely be in team of the season, rather.
Oh, I was going to say.
Yeah, team of the season. Which doesn't seem like it's a big task, but with the talent that got brought into Italy this year, for the league as a whole, it's going to be a very competitive league, I think, for getting into that final team.
Mm.
So I'm very excited I want to try this card out so badly.
Yeah.
I've never really had an urge to build with a Serie A team, but I really want to try this card. Kimmich? SBC fodder?
Yeah, we all want to right back with 73 pace.
So SBC fodder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Next.
That's literally all I've got to say on.
Edin Dzeko?
SBC fodder. Next.
Really?
Oh, come on. He's got 66 pace.
Yeah, but 85 shot for a 6'4" player. He's like a less usable Zlatan Ibrahimovic in a slightly better league.
Got skills.
I said slightly less usable in a slightly better league. He's the Bosnian Ibrahimovic, but he can't ball roll to save his life.
Ibra is so strong right now.
Yeah, well, he's Swedish. I'm still not mad at what they did to Italy. Oh, you want to talk about SBC fodder? Let's look at 91.
Oh God!
Did you forget what card this was?
Poor Koke.
I'm looking at his card from last year. Just talk about a fall from grace.
I loved his FIFA 18 card.
Oh my, it was so good. Whenever I would do drafts or whatever, if I got this card, any variation of his card, I was so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still a high. He's still a 3-4 or 4-3, depending how you're looking at it, whatever. But his pace is relatively the same, shots the same, passing is a little bit better, dribbling is a little bit better, defending is relatively better, physicality is better, but he's a left mid. Who in their right mind is using a 69 pace left mid? I'd rather go back to, where is he? I'd rather use Asensio. We were just saying he's SBC fodder. I would still rather use him over Koke.
Yeah.
And I loved Koke's card last year. I am so upset what they did to this poor man.
Nah.
Whatever. Egg fried Royce.
I talked to you about this the other day.
Yeah.
In terms of Marco Royce.
That's not the card I want.
And sort of his cards in recent years. And I'm expecting the exact same because of one single reason, and that is his work rate. Ever since he's been changed from high medium, he's been absolutely crap, and it's been the same year after year after year. Maybe like you could say, oh, but yeah, he had the team of the season card that was like 93 rating the camp. That's totally different. His base card is shit. I've no interest in using it. If I pack him, I'm selling him. If I get offered him in the draft, I'm not taking him. And if I get him untradeable, I'll probably put him into an SBC.
So let's see. He had how many cards he had last year? He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He had 6 cards last year, culminating in that 96 team of the season cap. Yeah. 97 pace. 97, it's an OP card, whatever. It's not like I feel like this is one of those players that he gets. Is it fair to say he gets injured a lot?
Well, he played like 14 games or something last season, so yeah.
Okay. Like 85 pace, great card. And this is coming from someone I've used Royce in the past 2, maybe 3 FIFAs consecutively. For some reason, I always pack him in untradeable packs.
Yeah, I do as well.
Like I'm talking early on, like within a month, month and a half, he's on my squad for some reason. And I use him a lot. Don't get me wrong. I use him especially early on because having a card of that caliber a month in, and that's me buying packs. So imagine, of course, now that I'm doing a Road to Glory, I'm not going to get anything close to him. But, my point, the medium is upsetting. The pace is good. The shot's good. It's an all-around decent card, but I feel like it might be kind of like you've been saying, somewhat of a donkey card. Will I use him for SBC fodder? I can't bring myself to put Marco Royce into an SBC and not cry a little bit. If it's for an icon, bye. He's gone. Like
I'd put him in for play the month Lucas. I wouldn't even care.
Yeah. I would.
Because at least Lucas has got a good work rate and he'd fit into a team I'd make.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Felipe Luis, same rating, lost, considering he's a left back, lost like a considerable amount of pace.
Yeah.
Shots the same, passing a little bit of an improvement, dribbling same thing, defending dropped by 1, physicality the exact same. Still a 3-star, high medium, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but everyone basically is, so I deal with it. I didn't use this card all that much last year, but I feel like that loss of pace, there's a lot of these cards early on in the top 100 list that I'm just looking at like SBC fodder.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if you get him
left back and you're gonna spend that sort of coins that Felipe Luis would cost you.
Yeah.
Like get Marcelo.
Yeah.
Get Jordi Alba, get Gaia, get.
There's a lot of players in La Liga that you can use
Hernandez,
to replace him that
Lucas
won't cost as much as him, and will probably outperform this card.
Yeah.
At least for the sake of pace, because like if you're going out with again like you said before, maybe you're an Atleti fanboy, maybe Felipe Luis. I almost said David Luis. Maybe Felipe Luis is your favorite player. More power to you.
Maybe you're making a hybrid and you need.
You need a Spanish league.
You've got Golden and you need a strong link to him. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Would I expect the world of him? No.
No.
Will I laugh when he doesn't work for you? Yes. Will I say I told you so every single day?
Yeah.
It's one of those where, honestly, if I had to pick between the two, between Marco and Luis, I would use Felipe Luis in SBC every day of the week over Royce.
Well, yeah.
But as far as
I would also put Royce in the same SBC though.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Like Royce, what good strong links can you get to Royce anyway? Like it's not like Batshuayi's anymore.
It's not like Aubameyang's anymore.
Who are you gonna use? Alcacer, whatever his name is, to abuse that Royce strong link.
You can't even use Castro. Didn't he get traded off?
Yep, he went to Stuttgart.
So
Michael. Yeah, good story.
So any possible strong links that you could have had with him are gone.
Yeah.
So company?
So, if anyone watches football, a lot of people do.
Which I would hope if you're watching this stream, you at some point watch football.
If you watched earlier on this season, Man City against Arsenal, you saw Vincent Kompany against Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and Kompany caught him up and won the ball off him. And he's got 56 pace. Okay. It's the typical, once you hit like your early 30s of EA, you lose a limb.
Yeah, they actually cut your leg off. Like, I've seen early screenshots of Kompany being used and he's hobbling around on one foot.
Yeah.
Medium high, which is shocking because usually these type of players get high and you'll be running down the field and Kompany will be in the box going, pass me the ball.
Yeah, it happens so much.
And then you're looking at him like, why are you not defending?
Like, I've had it before, honestly. Like, I'm on an attack. I pass it into, like, the centre of the park. And I don't know who it is. I just take a banger of a long shot, flies in top corner, and it says Vincent Kompany. I'm like, what are you doing there?
Okay.
I'm like, not complaining you scored, but
yeah.
Like, what are you doing there?
No, you only complain if he misses horrendously.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Honestly, there's nothing much I can say about this card. Nothing changed aside from that pace.
Maybe he gets a scream card again and then goes to like 80 plus base.
But it's such a waste. Like, there's always such sick cards, but then like after that week and a half, they go back to normal, and then like 4 months later, when EA's like, "Hey, remember those scream cards that all you morons bought? Well, they're gonna be viable for like 14 hours. Have fun."
Remember them scream cards where like everyone sold them because you didn't need them for shit, and they're basically just a normal card. We're going to do an SBC now where you need to use them to get like 96.
You need one for a Pele SBC. You just need one, and we'll give you Pele. Good luck buying them cheap though. Cheapest one is like 500,000 coins. You're like sick.
Yeah.
Oh
God.
It's finally happened. Iron Robin has finally had a limb taken off.
Who had that right foot that didn't do anything? They've just cut it off now.
Well, he hasn't been using it all these years. They haven't been giving it. They haven't. So they're like, screw it. We'll take it away.
There's like got gangrene and stuff now. And just like
it has to come off.
Yeah.
It has to come off. I'm sorry. Like,
it's like, it'll affect my pace. It's like, nah, don't worry about it.
You're fine.
And like the doctor's actually saying the nest. No, she might get rid of it. No, he's fine. Fine.
79 pace. Like, the fact that he has 81 passing, the man doesn't pass.
Yeah.
Where are you getting this passing stat from? Where?
But the thing is, when he does pass, he's so accurate with his passing.
Because
he does bad passes.
Yeah, but it's always the players that are in line with the net that it would have been a shot if they weren't standing there. That's why it's so accurate. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but SBC fodder again.
Yeah.
I think we're getting to that point in our lives where like these top players, your Robins, your Kompanies, your Marco Royces, and I hate to say it with Marco Royce because he's still young, but like we're getting to that point where these kind of players are kind of like dwindling a bit, which sucks.
Where they get 4-star skill moves.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Robin doesn't skill; he just runs down the wing and shoots.
But he does it. But he does it skillfully.
Yeah.
Apparently. I don't.
Well, they've took 4-star skills off my favorite striker, but I'm not salty. But we'll get into that later on in the ratings. I'm not mad. I am a bit. All right, next one.
Oh, that is not how you spell this man's name. Good lord.
Alisson
Becker.
I love you. Alisson.
Like, the fact that this man went from being a non-rare gold to possibly one of the best goalies in the Prem is
behind
Dubravka. Justice for Dubravka is hilarious. I'm literally going to change the title of this episode to Justice for Dubravka, by the way.
Yeah.
But like I feel like goalkeepers are one of those things that like it's hard to judge their card based on ratings, just because you could have that Butland effect, or that you never really know until you see how they feel.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I can't say much about this card. What I could say is if he's half the player he was in real life, this is going to be a very scary card to come up
Like,
against.
honestly, that card doesn't impress me that much. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's that great. Like,
But this
82
is-
diving, 81 handling, like, cool.
But I think it's going to be another Courtois.
Like he's
Courtois was good because of his height, though. Like, he's only 6'3". That's not massive for a goalie.
it's not.
It's not. But I
but-
think he's going to be one of the air quotes lower top end keepers that people are going to go
Yeah.
for.
Yeah,
He'd be
no.
a bit like a, who's like a lower top,
Like
like
a-
Edison or something.
Yeah.
Ederson was ridiculously OP all last
I
year.
thought he was crap. I liked him at the start, and then he just went absolute donkey shit for me.
See,
I think
I never used him because I got lucky enough to get an untradeable Courtois earlier on, like a few months in. So once I got him, it was just Courtois essentially for the entire year. But whenever I came up against Ederson, for the life of me. Now, mind you, that could be my own personal downfall of being shit at the game. But the beginning of the
I
year,
loved Courtois, man, last year. It was so good.
beginning of the year, I thought Ederson was an amazing goalkeeper.
He was good at the start, but then he just sort of lost his effectiveness.
Well, I
Yeah,
think his
that's it.
one to watch card was probably the best. The minute he got his upgrades,
See, I
He
used his
was-
87. I thought he was crap.
I suppose that you did have games though where you could see that he either did really well and was outstanding,
Yeah.
or he was just a hunk of. There was no consistency. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
I loved Courtois. He was just so consistent. He
Like,
was amazing.
Courtois might have given up like a crap goal here and there, but odds are he was making outrageous.
Yeah.
2 years ago,
I preferred him over De Gea.
I've been using Courtois like consistently for the past like 3 FIFAs now.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I think it was FIFA 17. He was an actual god. He saved everything. Like, he
I
was-
ended up rocking with that Footies Butland though towards the end of FIFA 17.
Oh yeah, same. I mean,
Yeah.
they gave it to you, so why not?
I went with Schmeichel. I thought Peter Schmeichel was. That SBC wasn't too bad.
Never did that one, but I did hear really good. The one card 2 years ago, my friend did which one was it? The SBC Buffon, the Christmas card that they gave out.
Oh yeah.
That thing
Oh
was
my god, that
not.
fucking card.
Yeah,
man.
it was
The
not
beard
fair.
of my weekend league.
It was not fair. It really wasn't. Like, if you link him with a Chiellini or whatever inform Juventus had going on in the back line back then,
But not yet.
you were gonna have a very, very difficult
It was
Week-
a bad time.
weekend league. Yeah. Now for the men who somehow ended up getting more striking ability than an actual striker.
Yeah. Big pace decrease again.
Yeah, I mean he also did get dropped the rating. So are we? I was gonna say, are we seeing that age thing? And then I forgot. Not age thing. Yeah, he's only 26, but like, I feel like EA think he's older than he really is because like, I don't.
Been around forever.
Yeah, he's just been so consistent for a long time
Put
now.
it this way, if they give him a centre back card where he plays a lot of Bayern Munich,
Uh-huh.
you'd be looking at that card very differently.
Oh
If he
my
gets a centre back,
God, yeah. But
That centre half would be amazing.
could you imagine like they do like a Espilaqueta situation and they just? I'm just picturing this card as a center back and I'm very excited because
He's only
he's starting with an 82 pace, but if he's getting an inform, you got to figure that jumps to at least an 85. His shot is probably, somewhere in the higher 70s. Physicality is high 80s. Defending is high 80s, or is low 80s for physicality, high 80s for defending.
Like even now, if you chuck a shadow onto him, you'll go up to like 94 pace and like mid 90s defending.
This might be one of those cards that you could see used anyway off chem.
Like I've used Marcus Alonso's base card a lot through FIFA 18 with just like a shadow or a hunter card, and he plays fine. And he's got mid 70s pace.
I mean, if you look on the side over here, like he'll get dropped basically to an 80 rating as a center back.
Yeah, you could just play him as a centre back on 7 Chem.
But he'll still have 82 pace. High 90s if you put the correct chem style on him.
Yeah, just do that. Just play him as a centre back.
Like, screw it. You'll have him at 7 chem, which is more than usable, and it'll be very hard to get past him.
If you've got the coins, play three at the back, Alaba left centre back, Boateng right centre back, and Hummels in the middle, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Pairing him with two low pace guys, though, aren't you?
Yeah, but he already has so. Look at his pace to begin with, though.
Yeah.
He makes up for it, sort of.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Fabinho.
Oh god, the next one though.
Oh yeah, no, we'll get to that when we get to. Well, there's one in particular. I forget. No, I think he's a few pages later. Slight pace drop. Decent shot increase, passing increase, dribbling decrease, and then physicality and defending both went up the same. Went up 2 skill points or 2 overall points.
I think he's going to be the FIFA 19 Bakayoko.
Really?
Yeah. I'm looking at Bakayoko's card from FIFA 18. 73 pace. He's got 2 less pace, but 74 dribbling, 70 passing, 81 defending, 83 physical. He's very similar to Fabinho.
I was going to say, it's a very average card for Fabinho.
Yeah.
Average, but he's still an 85 rated. So.
Oh yeah, the rating's
Look
high.
at the similarities between them cards. Both
Yeah.
the same work rate.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. And the crazy part is, I used to not. I mean, I wasn't out here banging goals with Bakayoko last year, but you don't feel that 50 shot.
No, he's got a
Like,
little bangers for me.
not even a little bit do you feel that shot. Would you say he's a wrong button? Would you say he's a slightly better Bakayoko?
You could say that, slightly slower, but better at defending. And he's got better links in terms of centre backs.
Yeah.
And attackers.
I could see him being a very usable card. Do I think, as far as just because we have to consider it now with weekend league and stuff, do we think he'll be a go-to one of the earlier in the weeks? I think he'll be extremely expensive, so no.
I see the card and I'm like, is that card making me think go out and get that straight away? No. But if you've got a lot of coins and you're in a 2-man defensive midfield,
yeah, and you want to
2-3-1, and you want just a stopper, yeah, go for him.
Yeah, you want someone that'll hold you down, and you have a couple, a lot, I should say, of coins burned a hole in your pocket.
Yeah.
Now, what I think is Dom's favorite card. Good for him. Should have done it worse.
Salty and a fan over here.
Shut up. I'm not salty. You're salty. No, that pace drop is
Ridiculous.
Is that the worst one we've seen so far?
I think the got his pace the one way around. I think they were trying to put 75, but they didn't.
Yeah. It was a dev error. I think that guy got fired. I've read that somewhere online. They're gonna fix it for his next inform. His next inform is gonna have a 30-something plus pace increase.
Yeah.
I just I
Maybe
can't.
it's because he plays alongside Busquets, and because Busquets is so slow, he drags down the pace of everyone around him.
It's like a bleeding effect.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
The grass in Barcelona Stadium.
Yeah, there's something at Camp Nou. It holds you down and it doesn't allow you to run, unless you're Lionel Messi and you have special boots that are made to.
Yeah, the boots are magnetized, but Messi's on.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone else has got Velcro on their boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, Messi has laces. They can't run too fast because the Velcro will undo. Messi's out here running circles.
Yeah.
Do not
Like-
play this card as a sole CDM. Like, you will not have a good time.
Looking at some of these pace drops and the way the cards are, do you feel that EA are dropping some of the air quotes regular people that you normally buy? So for the last 3 years, you've always seen a Robin in a squad. Obviously, Company had a big, hot, steamy turd dropped on him, but he was like 3-4 years running. You would use Company.
Like, the thing is, though, it's like you can drop the pace in these cards, but people will just use other cards. I think, like, just give the like cards the pace that they deserve, and Vidal deserves more than 57 pace. Surely,
Yeah, well, I think what's Busquets' pace?
it's like 45 or something. Yeah, but Busquets is slow. Busquets is slow. That's
43. 43.
Vidal
43.
is not that slow. Like, I don't watch him play every week. Like, Mike's probably the best person to speak to about this because you'll have seen him play for Juventus.
Yeah, but that was...
And he's a massive Juventus fan.
That, that was like 5 years ago, though, and he was not anywhere close to this.
I'm just wondering, last year, did he have an injury? Did
think he did.
something knocked him out of the team in Munich?
Well, he only had
I
the...
think he had some injuries.
He only had the one inform. And then he had an SBC card, which do we really count that? And then he had a player card, which I'm not counting that as either. So
I'm wondering whether whatever injury he had, which I can't think of,
was possibly,
could contribute to the pace factor.
or are we just giving EA too much of a benefit and just saying they think he's old?
Well, I think there's a little bit of that as well. But EA have screwed so many people over with pace anyway, haven't they?
Yeah, this has been a very, like, I feel like this is going to, like, especially with a game that I've heard nothing more than it's such a pace-heavy game. Again, like...
That's all right, suits my style. That's fine.
Honestly, I think this will be a very good card, but if you try to use him by himself as a CDM, you're going to have a very, very difficult time.
I mean, you check a shadow on him, he'll go to like
Yeah, no, you can.
70.
I'm talking like just base as is the way he is right now, with no
Even
chem styles.
70 with a chem style is going to screw you over big time. Isn't
Because then you're going to have players as strikers who are base 70 with chem styles pushing 90. 85, 90.
So, I've just
So,
seen something interesting as well that Neps tweeted out.
uh-huh.
Apparently, the basic chem style, he's not sure if it's on goalkeepers, on all players, boosts all players' stats by 10 for each.
Yes, I saw that last year. He posted the similar tweet.
So that would explain a lot.
Wait, so
So Vidal, instead of having 57 pace,
would have
actually got
67.
Yeah, on a basic, he'd have 98 shooting. Is that an 8? Oh, it's 80. So he'd have 90 shooting.
So you have to go out and get a base. Is that what you're saying? Like
You just leave him on basic. You just leave him on basic.
Yeah, you leave him on base. Supposedly, it's all plus 10. That's why you see some players at Weekend League with everyone with a chem style bar, possibly a goalkeeper, or bar, player X or Y.
So then Alaba has 92 pace, 83 shot.
On a basic.
So he's even better than we thought compared to Sterling, is what you're saying.
Theoretically.
Why can't EA just be like...
We won't know until the game comes out.
Why do they have
because
to
it
be...
shows you the chemistry style boosts
Yeah.
in game. So we'll see.
So...
Big Virgil van Dijk.
I mean... Medium...
Big thing,
Medium...
work rate.
As a center back, scares the shit out of me.
High medium as a centre back is even worse though.
Yeah, but... I don't know. I feel
That's
like
the only thing I didn't like about Van Dijk.
I feel
last
like
year.
the defending and the physical is decent. Like it'll do okay for you. Do I think it'll be like a lot of earlier squads? Possibly. Do I think he'll be OP? No.
I think a lot of people will use him.
I feel like a
Do you
lot of
think
people.
an anchor card on him?
I feel like a lot of people will use him just because he'll be cheap, or cheaper than some of your
He will
other
not be
selections.
cheap. He'll be about 30,000 coins.
You think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That medium just
Medium isn't bad for a centre back though.
yeah. The 85, 84 is definitely a good starting point. Like 100%, and then with a chem style, you boost that even higher. 71 pace is not bad at all. It's very good. Like passing would want to see that a little bit higher maybe. That's just personal preference really, more than anything.
I think it'd be good.
Yeah. Diego the Twat Costa.
I loved him 2 years ago. He was a great card for me.
Same. I thought it was a very good card 2 years ago.
I mean, to be fair, this year's card's not bad, is it?
No.
Okay, we can argue 75 pace is rubbish for a striker.
It's the same
But
pace he had last year.
That physical, that shooting.
So,
And you know he's going to bully centre backs.
yeah,
It's
so
just his skill moves.
pace is the same. Pace is the same, shots the same, passing minuscule difference, dribbling's the same, defending big difference, which I don't know where that came from. And physicality a little bit less.
And 2-star skill moves instead of 3.
Yeah. So I can see where they dropped him a rating. Like I understand that. High medium I think will be good. Like Chaco said, he'll be bullying center backs. So
Like, did you see him against Spain in the World Cup though? You giving him 2-star skill moves?
yeah.
He took the piss out of Pepe. He should be at least 3-star. Come on.
I enjoyed watching him at the World Cup. I thought he didn't have, the best World Cup out there, but I think he had a very good I enjoyed watching him. I thought he surprised me. He's better than I thought he would be. I'll be completely honest.
To be fair, Spain, the whole Spanish team had a poor World Cup.
Yeah, so I guess, when you're when you're a nickel shining in a turd that was the Spanish national team.
Yeah.
All right. Well, my little favorite
Oh god, that was only the first. This is going to be a long podcast.
Yeah, now let's speed this up a bit.
Yeah.
Raja the Ninja Nainggolan. Like you couldn't just give him the pace. I understand because he's not the most rapid player in the world. I'm not I'm not arguing that fact at all.
Who does he play for?
Shut up. But just give him everything else 80 though. He's right there. You're telling me this man doesn't deserve base 80 shooting? He scores bangers.
How many has he scored for Inter?
1, okay? But he only played 1 game. He only started 1 game. In his defense, he scored a banger, and then Spalletti pulled him out because that man is on some type of really good cocaine or something. I'm not too sure. But, don't do drugs, kids. But, yeah, honestly, I think as a base card, high, that makes sense. He's a box-to-box player. He's a little bulldog at 5'9". He kind of reminds me of, he kind of reminds me of a Belgian Gattuso. His defending is high, physicality is high. He's a little little turd that'll piss you off.
He's a Rottweiler.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like he'll be one of those cards that's gonna be hard to get, especially when you're just spamming L2 and just holding it for a shield. I feel like it's gonna be very difficult to get him off the ball.
He'll be very expensive though.
Oh my god, he's gonna be so expensive.
But he plays for Inter Milan, so he might be cheaper,
Yeah, go fuck yourself. So,
have you guys spoken about what you think is going to be the the big national, what people are going to buy in terms of players wise. Like, are you going to see lots of German teams, or are you going to see lots of English teams? What's your feeling this year?
I spoke to Mike about this the other day, and I said the Serie A is going to be the money league.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say the money league, I mean it's in previous years. If like someone had a lot of coins, it would always go La Liga and go like Messi, Ronaldo, and all that good stuff. I think this year that will be the Serie A.
Do you think that's the Ronaldo effect because he's
Yes.
gone there?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
I actually saw someone when that deal got completed, in between the 4-hour crying sessions I was having. I read an article where I'm an Inter Milan fan. If you guys couldn't put that 2 and 2 together,
I've heard that Mike's actually bought himself a Juventus Cristiano.
I will buy a plane ticket and slap you. But yeah, like I saw someone saying like Ronaldo to Italy is actually a lot bigger than people think. And like I didn't believe it at first, but like you see all these big names that got brought in, and even on FIFA you can see it. Like these kind of ratings are not normal for a league that's dead, quote unquote.
Where a couple of seasons ago, Jorginho was one of the best players in the league.
Exactly. Like this card, I feel like I don't even want to say give it a few informs, give it one inform. Like this card's already OP to begin with. This is going to be probably one of the most expensive cards, obviously, besides your Dybalas, your Ronaldos, blah blah blah. But like as far as like what it is, like a regular center mid type card, I feel like this will be one of the most expensive. This will be up there with Savage, I think.
I'm gonna say 100k.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. He'll be up there with Savage as far as like price wise.
Yeah.
I'm looking. He's probably the most well-rounded.
I mean, but
but
like that's been him. Even look at his. Oh, okay, what? Just hello. Okay, no, I was trying to look up. So I'm looking at his FIFA 17 card. His stats are the exact same: 79, 78, 78, 81, 81, 84. Like you can keep looking back, and his cards just are so consistent. He's always been a very rounded player.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna continue obviously this year. Like I'm so excited to. Maybe by Christmas, if I can get this card to my team, I'll be happy.
Right.
Alexandro.
I don't like high folks.
Yeah,
I think they're always out of position.
I'm not the biggest fan of it either.
Like he looks an amazing card, but he's not someone I'm gonna be going for.
See, now I can't say so much this year because, with the addition of Ronaldo, Juve has been very like weird the way their team sheet has been laid out. Like last year, they were playing 3 at the back they had Buffon in net, they had Chiellini, Barzagli, and Rugani. Obviously they didn't have like a dedicated. They had Lichtsteiner still, but they really weren't using him much at all, if at all. Sandro was being used as a wingback, so the 85 pace makes sense. The 65 shot makes sense considering he's a left back card. That's where the high I think kind of stems from.
Yeah.
But this year, with the team that they have and everything, the way they're going to be using him, I don't see that making too much sense.
I'm just like, if you run the road to glory, or you've got a sort of a budget, don't go for Alex. Just get like a Jordan Lukaku.
Yes.
Something like that. They'll do the exact same job, if not better.
Yeah, and they won't run you 100,000 coins the start of FIFA.
Yeah, for a left back. So.
Because this card is going to be ridiculously overpriced.
Yeah.
I feel like we're literally just another Juve player, Benatia, whatever you want to call him.
Guys, I'm gonna have to duck out. Kids.
Yep.
Being
Bye, man.
fantastic.
Appreciate you swinging by.
Yeah, no worries. I'll try and get back, but I doubt it.
Yeah, whatever.
Stay, man.
Later, man.
Take care, guys.
See ya. Benatia, 86 over an 84. Pace kind of got chopped. Shooting, Passing, Physicality and defense got improved, so I like to see that. And he's a medium high.
Yeah, great card. Nice.
So I definitely think it'll be. It's definitely one of your cheaper options as far as if you're looking for like a kind of OP, well-rounded center back card, I think he is definitely in contention in that conversation.
Like, I think as much as don't waste your coins on Alexandro early on, if you want to go for a big dog centre back, go for Benatia.
Yeah, like I feel like he'll probably be a decent. He'll be in the. I would say 50 to 60. No, I can't even.
I'd say 30 to 40.
Yeah, I was gonna say 50 to 60, but I don't see that at all. I could see anywhere from 25 to 40, depending on how EA do it. But he'll definitely be worth the coins, whereas Sandro won't, because there are other options that'll do a job as well, if not better, like you said. Whereas Benatia is one of those top cards that I think will be worth the money, and his value might hold. So, oh my God, I completely forgot. Go ahead, look at the next card.
Oh God, SBC. Let's move on.
Parejo. He doesn't even deserve. He didn't even deserve to have his name said correctly. Daniel Parejo, the 86 rated SBC fodder with 47. Okay, next.
Yeah, next.
This card I'm very, very excited to use. You don't think?
It's the Alexandro effect again, but for a different reason. Like, the Matic is so good, but he's going to cost you probably about 40 to 50,000 coins at the start. Go and get Decore from Watford. Go and get Mohamed Diame. Go and get like Musa Sissoko. They'll do the same job, maybe a bit worse, but they won't like
break the bank. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just not worth it early on.
See,
he's a fantastic card, but he's not worth the coins.
Wait for a possible inform, like an SBC or something that you could possibly pick up on.
56 pace as well in the weekend league. Let's be honest with ourselves here.
Yeah.
Did you really see Nemanja Matic early on last FIFA in terms of weekend league? No.
Yeah.
So,
I was actually gonna say, like his 56, like last year, like I used him and he didn't feel that slow, but then I realized last year his pace was also 64. So that's aside from Vidal, that's probably the biggest difference we've seen as far as pace.
It's a difference when you don't have pace.
Yeah, when you already don't have pace to begin with, and they drop it even more, like by that level, yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Douglas, overrated.
Douglas Costa. I would wish he was a right wing. Then he'd be perfect.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do that to him because that's Cuadrado's spot.
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, I'm saying like I know it's not like what he does IRL, but from a ultimate team aspect.
Oh yeah.
To be a right winger.
Mm-hmm. There would be, especially considering like, if for a 5-star skiller, 75 shot isn't like crazy high, but like if you're using him as a right winger, his preferred foot's a left foot, so it would just make sense to have him on the right side. But then again, it's that case of he'll be on 7 chem, 6 chem, 7 chem, depending on the manager, if you stick him on the right, so it's not unusable.
Pace boost as well.
Yeah. Give him the right manager, give him some good, strong links around you. You can get him on 7 chem, which is more than usable. Like, I don't feel much of a difference. I don't feel much of a difference between 7 chem and 10 chem. I'll be completely honest.
No.
Like, I think it's completely fine.
I'm excited to use, no. Well, I think you'll see him a lot because of if someone's got Ronaldo, they'll use him to link to someone else, sort of thing.
Yeah, like.
But...
a card that I'm slightly surprised is still a center back. To be honest, like I honestly thought, because didn't they stick him back out on the outside? We had this We had this conversation the other day.
But you got to think when EA were making the cards and stuff, they all have been going off last season. So
yeah. So do you think, if what is it, around December or something, when rating changes and like stuff like that come out, Can you see him being swapped?
Yeah. Or if he gets an inform anything, he'll be a right back.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And the back though.
I mean, it all depends because Sarri might be. He might stick him back as a center back. Like it all depends too.
Yeah, but like if he was a right back, would we want a right back with 76 pace? No.
No.
So.
So I think he's good at where he's at currently. 87 defending, 76 pace isn't crazy, but again for a center back that's fine. Medium again, decent. Nothing, not too happy about it, but it's whatever. But decent physicality. You give him like an anchor or something, or like a guardian, something along those lines. Whatever chem style for him. Because the only thing I would really want is probably boost that physicality, boost the passing a bit, and maybe the pace, like as like a side note kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's again, I think it's in the same category as the Benassia. Like, he'll probably be 35, 40K. He won't cost you. He won't be extortionate as far as price wise, but at the same time, he'll do the job you need him to do.
Yeah.
Early on, he'll be definitely a good card to go for, I think.
Definitely.
Naldo.
SBC fodder. As much as it pains me to say it.
I can't argue with it. Pace got cut even more. Shot. You're not going to be pinging shots with him. Passing. Dribbling. Defending.
Like maybe
Defending's
if he
decent.
uses CDM,
Defending's decent. Yeah, you can get him as a 76 CDM.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Use him there if you want to spend probably a lot of money on him, and then play in that position. Like, no.
So I'll let you I'll let you take the next one.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
So, a lot of people might have saw the documentary on Amazon Prime called All or Nothing, where they cover Man City. They've literally give him nothing. He was amazing last season for Man City. They've cut his pace by 6. They've given him 1 extra shooting, boosted his passing by 2, dribbling by 2. They've done a big boost to his defending, to be fair. 6 boosts in defending and 1 physical. But it's like, yes, he's like 34, but he's not that slow. Like Ronaldo's mid-30s and he's still got 90 pace.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I feel like they're trying to do that age thing again, but it doesn't apply here, I don't think.
No, it's stupid.
Luckily, there is such thing as chem styles. So I think you stick one on him, he's going to be a very solid center CDM. But I would have liked to see his physicality a little bit. I mean, obviously, he's not as physical as some other options that you can have. But I think, I definitely think I think he's like all in all, like with some exceptions, being the pace, being, the shot's decent, the passing, everything else is just decent. Physicality, again, I would like to see a little higher, but other than that, I think he's a solid card.
Yeah.
Miralam Pjanic. Pace is a bit questionable. I mean, from what I've seen, he's not the fastest player in the world, but I thought he was faster than 66. Medium. Yeah, he's
big pace drop again.
Yeah, almost 10.
Like, holy crap.
Shots the same, passing's the same, dribbling's the same, defending went up by 6, physicality's the same, and yet he's a point higher. Is that just for defending? I mean, yeah, he gets back and helps defend. They should have changed. They need to change his picture as well. But like, Yeah, he does get back and defend, but I don't think it's enough to warrant a 6-point increase.
Yeah.
I mean, at least they didn't do something stupid like give him 4-star skill moves, because 3 is more than deserved for him. But yeah, it's decent card. I think is going to be overpriced as hell. Just because of who he links to. Like those double J's right there, that logo, that team right there. Just because of that, I feel like his price is going to be inflated a bit.
The best team in Italy.
So next, number 70. I'm actually so excited. This card is going to be outrageously overpriced.
Yeah.
But, like, thank Jesus in heaven he has 4-star skill moves.
I loved him last year with 3-star, and that's rare for me for a winger to like one without skills. But I loved him. He's so good.
I didn't use him last year with 4-star skill moves, I'll be honest. I mean, with 3. Like, I refused to because I tried him once.
Some of the goals I scored with that card, especially as Play of the Month, so good. So good.
That's not how you spell his name. Leonardo, I want to come back to Juve because Milan is garbage. Bonucci. I mean, it's just a prick. Next. I mean,
It's the same card from last year.
Yeah, there's nothing aside. There's a decent.
Bonucci's a sick card.
There's a decent pace drop,
same
but
card as last year.
yeah, there's a decent pace drop, but he's a low high, meaning he won't be pushing up as high. So he won't have to recover to get back as much. So the pace isn't huge. But at the same time, physicality is pretty decent. Defending is high, so that kind of I feel like makes up for it.
And his strong links are a lot better now.
Yeah. Boateng, again. So Boateng's one of those cards where he's like in the same category as Royce. Like for some reason, like I always pack him untradeable at some point or another in the year.
Yeah.
And that his work maybe 2 years ago it was, I forget. What was his work rates 2 years ago? Medium as well. Okay, maybe it was just me, but like Boateng never stays in position for me. Like he feels like he has a high-low work rate for me.
I love Boateng, man. He's
Like-
so good.
I used to 2 years ago I had him paired next to Sergio Ramos in a team.
That's your bad. And Sergio Ramos has got high medium. I had them together on FIFA 18 and they were terrible together. But separately they were very good, but they just didn't work as a partnership. I don't like Sergio Ramos because he's never in position for me. It's high medium, which I think is the problem.
No, it's completely opposite for me. For me, Ramos always is in position, or at least I just didn't feel it. He always got back in time, whereas Boateng was just... He was okay. He was a decent card. Last year, I enjoyed him a bit more than I did 2 years ago. But yeah, I don't want to say SBC fodder. I think if you're gonna have them,
No.
if you go out to try to get Boateng, although he'll be slightly cheaper, I mean, he'll be more expensive than Boateng. I would rather Hummels, personally.
Yeah, like fair enough to your opinion, but I think you're going to be in the minority there.
Oh, probably. No, I know for a fact I'll be in the minority there. Thomas Muller. Just
Being a mediocre card with a high rate for the past
If-
6 FIFAs or something.
if you go on, I think it's their YouTube channel. They just put out a commercial a week ago, and it's like basically like they're basically making fun. It's basically EA making fun of the fans, how they're always complaining and moaning about player ratings, and they had
Yeah.
the actual players do like bitching and moaning basically. And Thomas Muller saw his card and he got pissed off and he punched like the wall and walked away. I
Yeah.
thought it was freaking hilarious because like it's basically the representation of us all as fans of the game. But yeah, his card's okay.
He was terrible last season for Bayern, though. I'm surprised he kept his rating.
Yeah, pace decreased, but again, could be the age thing. Could be, like you said, he was terrible. Shots the same. Passing went up. I feel like him as a sole striker won't maybe be the best, but if you try to pair him with someone,
Yeah.
it could work.
Good shout.
Ederson, like I said, there's not much I can say. I'm not even going to bother looking up his old card. It obviously went up. He had a great season. But, beginning of the season last year, his card was really good from what I played against. But like you said, it kind of dwindled for you a bit. I personally can't say much because I didn't use him myself. And like I said before, goalies are just one of those things that you really can't say much as far as comparing until you actually feel the card out and see how he works.
Exactly.
I think he'll be... I don't want to put him where I put Alisson, in that Courtois category, just because I don't know yet. Alisson, I feel like we can safely put in that Courtois category of decent card. He'll be relatively okay all year. Ederson, we'll have to see. Bobby Firmino.
Bobby. If you're not first, you're last.
Ricky Bobby. 4-star, 4-star again. Pace is the same. Shot went up. Passing went up. Dribbling went up. Defense flew up. And physicality went up.
Yeah.
Do I think it's enough for a +3 increase? But again, I feel like that's one of those things where he might have been kind of overshadowed. You think he didn't have that good of a season because who he's paired next to?
No, he had a very good season.
That's what I'm saying, though. But, when you think Liverpool, who's your first player that you think of?
Karius.
Exactly. So, I feel like, you try to compare him with Lord Karius. Yeah, decent card. Definitely. Center forward. I don't know if... Have they been playing, a false 9 or something? That I know that's their, I know that's their... Yeah, I know that's their base, on the game and stuff. Or it was last year. But I'm definitely...
Play him as a cam. I think.
Yeah, that'd be very, very sick, I think, to have him as a cam. Just because, he's a high, so he'll be able to get back and forth, I think him as a cam probably would work out better than him as a striker.
Yeah.
Verratti, we spoke to this the other day. He asked me, being Italian, seeing him play, do I think he is as good as people think? Couldn't tell you, because I haven't seen him play for Italy in a year.
Does he not play for Italy?
No, I haven't seen Italy play since last time I saw Italy
okay.
play was the World Cup qualifier, and I couldn't even tell you if he was in the team or not. He might have been injured.
How did he do at the World Cup?
What happened?
How did Verratti do at the World Cup?
He got the copper boot.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The Kappa boot?
Yeah, the copper boot. Oh wow! I just realized they gave him 4-star, 4-star. What? Hello? And they dropped him from high to medium high. Interesting.
Take it.
I feel like if you're one of those people that want to build with, League 1 squads, more power to you. I don't think, unless for some reason I want to build an OP Italian squad, don't think I'll have him in there. Yeah. And even if I did want to do something along those lines, I'd probably go for a Gagliardini or and that has nothing to do with the fact that he plays at Inter. He's a sick card. He's good in person, but I feel like Verratti would be one of those cards where he'll be especially. He went down in a rating because last year he was 50K at start, so I feel like he'll be in the 30K range this year.
Yeah.
Or FIFA will be FIFA and he'll be 80K off the start for no type of reason.
I can't remember who he links to though.
Exactly. That's also true. Nicolas Otamendi.
Deserved.
Yes.
Very much.
Pace, not that big of a difference to go from 63 to 60. You're not going to really feel that too much.
No. I liked Otamendi last FIFA. I He was decent.
The defending is definitely deserved. Physicality. I think you said it right the other day. He needs like an asshole stat, or like a hot-headed stat. So like every so often he drops a few rating points, but then like he'll go back up or whatever. But I think overall decent card. He'll probably be in like the 15-20K range, I think.
Yeah.
Tiago. Again, 5-star skill moves. Decent. Don't think he'll be too expensive off the start.
He's not FUT champs quality though.
No. That's weird. It goes from 62 with Tiago right to 60. There's no 61. That was a joke if you're not looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just feel so bad for him. I love Ozil.
Oh, it's Ozil. I can't say anyone.
I hate you. I just feel so bad for him, man, with all the shit that's going on with him. Ugh.
Like, here for the banner should just like pretending that his face picture glitched and it was just invisible.
Like,
how funny would that have been?
Oh, that would have been hilarious. I don't think Arsenal fans would have found it all that funny.
I think a lot of them would have.
Like, 2-star weak foot though? Like, you really putting him up?
He hasn't got a right foot.
That's like Di Maria and Robin type.
Yeah, he from someone who's seen him play IRL, he's not got a right foot.
See, I've never seen. Okay, so that you have that on me then. All right. Well, I have a decent card. I think he'll be, up there in price. I don't think he'll be crazy.
60, 70K.
Yeah. Do I think he'll be like
At the start.
one of those OP weekend league players? Probably not. If I'm being
Now
fair.
talking about OP weekend league players.
Oh my god.
This man's has all of the things.
He has all the things. So many things that it's not fair.
And we're obviously on about Perisic blow.
Like, just 4-star, finally. Although, like, I can't say I saw him banging like crazy. I see it's weird with how they calculate like the weak foot trait and stuff. Like, I never really understood how they determine, but whatever. More power to them, I guess. High, medium, still the same. I think a fully deserved rating.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a sick card.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of those cards that you come up against, like you said, in Weekend League, you get very, very scared.
100 to 150k, maybe to 200k early on.
And let's remember, last year as well, he was the first SBC player.
Yeah.
So, I feel like...
I'll let you take this one.
God damn, I love this man. Ivan Perisic. So, the weak foot, 1,000%. Like, don't even begin to at me on that. He's ridiculous. I'm starting to think better with his left foot than he is with his right. Like, especially in the World Cup, he was pinging all the things. Shot, I'm not saying much of an increase, maybe like an 81, 82, which doesn't sound like a lot, but, it looks better on paper kind of thing. Pace makes sense. Passing, I feel like it's, because at the World Cup, I forget, was he on the wing or was he more central? Or was he like all over the place kind of thing?
Wait, who's this Perisic?
Yes. Like, I forget what where he started the game for Croatia.
It was a bit all over, wasn't it?
Because passing, I feel like, should be slightly higher. Dribbling, I'm not going to argue because he's not rouletting people and beating people for skills. So that I'm not going to argue. I think 4 stars is pretty deserved. The passing, I really wanted to see him as a cam this year. I'm not going to lie. I get they're going off of last year because he was our out and out left winger last year. Like, that's where he played all year. But I would have liked to see him, and who knows, maybe we start using him as a cam and he gets like an informer too, something like that. But I think if we're talking like cheaper, not saying cheaper, early on OP cards, I think he is in that category. I think he's in that contention. What do you think?
Yeah.
Price
Yeah,
range? Price range, I'll give him 25, 30K.
I just think I don't like the work rate.
Well, that's your, what if he was a right winger with that work rate?
Yeah, I like him as a right winger. Like, and what he's referring to, I've got this weird thing with where my left wingers have to be high, medium, or high, low. I don't like medium, low, or medium, medium. I think they're useless. Whereas my right wingers have to be, they don't have to be, but I don't mind if they're medium, medium, because I find I dribble more with my right wingers, and my left wingers I use more of like late runs into the box to score.
And like it's funny that we've been referring to him as a left winger, even though he is a left mid, which that I'm not arguing that either. He plays left mid, but he pushes up. So it's interesting to see that they gave him the position that he is on the team sheet, but IRL he pushes up the field. Like he's all over the place.
Yeah.
He's a box to box winger. He'll be back helping defend, and then he'll just make runs up the field, make 1-2s with Icardi, whoever at the time. But I don't know. I would definitely like to see. I'm sure last year, how many did he have? He had he had one of those stupid scream cards as a cam. And then the only other one.
That card, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, you lucky man. And then he had a pink footy. Actually, no. When did this come out? Because this is one of his.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, this.
Like, the funny thing with that Perisic card, I bought that Perisic.
The 86.
For like 100. His Scream card.
Oh, okay.
I bought him. I put him in my team. I was loving him. And then, like, half an hour after I bought him, I packed him. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he went terrible for me, so I sold that one as well.
Yeah, I think this card as a I feel like this is a great card as a winger, but I feel like as a cam, because of that 5-star weak foot, I think he's going to be ridiculous. Like I hate using players like wingers as my cams or as my center bids, whatever. I would do it with this card because I think I honestly think he would do that well as a center mid or as a cam.
Yeah.
He'll be on like half a chem point, but Varane, honestly, I think he's one of my favorite center backs on this entire list.
I still think you should have even more pace.
Oh no, 100%. But as is, this card's scary.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking. I might be in the minority here, but I think top 5 in La Liga.
I'd say top 1 in La Liga.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say something different. Yeah, I mean, if we're going off like actual rating, yeah, sure, you have your Ramos, your PK, your, I can't English. Godin, Jimenez. I wouldn't put Jimenez above him.
No.
Yeah, but I think this is going to be a card that's very OP for a very long time, and it's only going to get better.
100%.
With possible informs and stuff. Like, this card scares me. Because, people are still going to be dropping money like nothing on La Liga. So this card is going to be in a lot of teams, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. And the fact he's French as well.
Mm-hmm. I would say 50, 60K. Granted, that probably means Ramos is going to be anywhere from like 80 to 120, which, if not more, which that is, that's understandable because it is Sergio Ramos. But yeah, I think. Oh god. But I think it's gonna be a very very OP card this year.
100%.
Cheeto Immobile. Oh my god! I just realized the rating increase. Holy hell!
Yeah. 100% deserved, though.
Oh yeah, easily. Like tied for top goal scorer again. I think that's 2 years running.
Yeah.
God, such a good. I mean, a lot of these players you have to question, like, whether they are like that IRL. I can firsthand tell you he is. Like, he's annoying to play against. High medium makes sense. Pace, don't feel it. Like, I know, like, he's one of the more like pacier players that you would consider, but 82 is very accurate. That shot scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Physicality. Probably throw something on there, get him a little bit higher. But other than that, it's going to be a very scary card to play against. I'm thinking early weekend league card.
I think it'd be really expensive. I don't think you'll see him a lot early on. I think, like...
What are you thinking price?
30k.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. When you said expensive, I thought you were going to be like 60, 70 or something. Yeah, I could see 30k. Alexis Sanchez. I don't know what else to say. They don't have him crying in this picture, so that's kind of surprising. I thought they would have like teardrops coming out of his eyes or something. But honestly, the way he's been playing,
put down his pace.
the way
cut off his hair.
the way he's been playing for Man U, I'm surprised his shot isn't in the 60s somewhere.
Yeah.
Or even the way he played tail end for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Decent card. Am I gonna use him? No.
No.
Not gonna be a card I go after.
Like, the only time I'd probably buy him at all, well, use him, should I say, all of FIFA 19, is if I pack him. It's like an upgradable pack.
Okay, there you go. Because I was gonna say depends on the year. If it's early in the year, I'm offloading him for the coins.
Oh no, if I packed him and I could sell him, I'd sell him instantly.
Oh yeah, of course.
I think his price what is shown on Foothead there for his current card is about right. What he will be on FIFA 19.
What, 150k?
No, 30k.
Oh, his current. I thought you meant his.
Yeah.
What his? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say.
That's because of the badge on his card and his rating.
Yeah, I can see that. Another example of why the Italian league
Yeah, not dumb.
they mugged him.
That's just check his height.
Oh yeah, that. I wait. Yeah, okay. So 6'5" here. 6'2". What? Okay. Okay. But I mean, I'm telling you, maybe he wore implants or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe he was running around the field with stilts on.
Maybe. I don't know. All I'm saying is 88 defending, 86 physicality, 72 pace. I'm scared. I'm scared for weekend league. I'm scared for seasons. I'm scared for Serie A. God help me.
And I used Koulibaly's card last year. It says he has high. He does not.
What does he feel like?
He's amazing.
No, I mean like as far as work rate wise.
Oh, it says he has high. He feels like a medium high.
Oh, that's perfect. Like that's actually perfect. Jesus.
He feels like a combination of Sergio Ramos and Jerome Boateng if they had a love baby and he was Senegalese.
I'm gonna say 60K, 70K.
80K.
I thought you were gonna say too low. I was like, I don't think he's gonna be much lower than that, bro.
And I'd pay it. I wouldn't give a shit.
I'll let you take this one just because I need to prepare for the rant I'm about to go on. For the player after this, but go ahead.
Mertens, he's a king. Play him at striker, you play him at cam. He does all of the things. He has great pace, great shooting, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Pretty much the same card as last year. He's lost 1 pace.
Which you're not gonna feel. You're not gonna feel a difference from 90-89.
The only thing you're going to feel with this card is hurt when he destroys the defense and scores from 30 yards.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I'll BRB though. Enjoy your run. Next one.
Heck.
I'll be watching though. Don't worry.
EA. Why? What does it take to get this beautiful little man fucking 80 pace? Why? What? First off, first, fucking. I don't have anything to throw the towel in. 85 shot. Okay, whatever. Skill moves. Not complaining. Whatever. Not complaining. Medium low. What? Okay. No. High medium. High medium. Yeah, he doesn't come back. Okay, whatever. High medium, I'm not even going to argue that point anymore because I'm just going to keep saying high medium. He's not. 78 pace is horrendous. Why the fuck do you not have him at least 82, 83? That literally hurts my freaking brain. Like, let's look at Mauro Icardi, FIFA 17, 78 pace. Let's look at Mauro Icardi, FIFA 16, 79 pace. Mauro Icardi, 79 pace. 69 pace. What are you doing? EA, Vancouver, Canada. Other than that, I think it's sick card. +3 increase. Deserved. The shot, like I said, I think it's deserved. If not, it should be a little bit higher, but that could be me being slightly biased. Dribbling, yeah. Passing. I'm actually surprised they kept it the same. I thought they would have dropped it a bit, but not much. Physicality, I would think they would have bumped it to like a 75. He's not, the strongest player in the world. He's not the tallest player in the world, but he's definitely a little bit. I don't want to call him a bulldog, just because that's more of like a Raja Nainggolan kind of classification. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a sick card again because what card was it for him last year? One of his informs, I believe, at his team of the season was sick. I didn't personally use it, but from what I've talked to people who have, it was an outrageous card. So I think starting off, definitely going to be... If this was in Weekend League, I wouldn't be surprised. If this was like a well-used card in Weekend League, if we're talking price-wise, 25, 30K maybe. Just because he's not top team in Italy. Okay, rant over. If you're back.
Rant over?
Yeah, I kind of blacked out. I'm not too sure what I said, but I think I insulted EA as men in general. This is something that confuses me with Navas. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
If you had to say who had a better season, without looking at any stats or anything, just the way they played IRL, Navas or Courtois, who would you say?
Navas.
You know what I'm about to ask then. Why is Courtois where he is and why Navas is where he is?
Bigger name. He's not a Galactico, is he?
But Courtois...
This is how Real Madrid work. Like,
I get that, but like Courtois had... Compared to Navas, Courtois had a... Granted, I know you could argue the same with Real Madrid. Their league was shocking, but... And, they both lost their managers. They're both new management, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, you could say the same thing. But Real Madrid at least won Champions League.
Mhm.
So, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
I'd say though that
I think
long term,
the increase is worth it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely deserved.
Oh yes, please. Yes.
Go ahead.
Like striker, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot,
Oh, I forgot he was 4-star, 4-star. Oh,
94 pace, 84 shooting. It'd probably be about 250 to 300k, but it'd be so worth it.
do you see what his range is on Foothead right now?
52 to a million.
Accurate though. Would you not say?
Yeah.
Like, you all right? So, I don't know if I said it yet today, but like there are several players that I would love to pack earlier on. He's one of them.
If I'd packed him, I wouldn't sell him.
No, he's not leaving my club until obviously like a possible inform or something or along those lines,
he's as bad as he was this year on Ultimate Team.
or IRL.
I just didn't like him on Ultimate Team this year. I thought he was bad.
Didn't use him much. He was okay, but yeah, that
Bit donkey.
4-star, 4-star, 94, 84. Just
Missed far too many one-on-ones for me.
I'm very afraid as to how many times I'm stuck playing up against him in weekend league.
Yeah.
Like, even if I have him myself, that's still gonna scare the poo-poo out of me. Andres, same as last year.
SBC fodder.
Yeah. Who's you gonna link him with?
Podolski.
Oh, Lulu. But other than that,
That's about it.
yeah. Jordi Alba, just another case of having a sick card.
Best left back in the game, arguably.
Yeah. I mean, pace still up there, shot still up there, passing went up. His card literally just got better, which makes sense considering, the 87 now. I forget what his price range was last year, early on. If I had to guess for him, I'd say
I think it's
now.
like 50.
Yeah, I'd say like 60, 65, maybe 70k this year.
I'm saying that you were paying upwards of 100k for Alexandro for a long time now, so.
Yeah.
Tongan
Jan
don't really care.
Vertonghen
No.
had a decent summer. Okay season. Wasn't like, did he have any informs? He had 8 inform last year, and he had a team of the year.
I'm just saying,
Eh.
if you're going to be a high centre back, you've got to have pace,
Yeah.
and he hasn't.
If I feel like this is one of those things that if I were to use him as like a 3 in the back formation, he's my left.
Central centre back.
See, I'm weird. I always like having my faster center back dead center, kind of
Yeah, but
to
if you
make
have
up the
your
slack.
Centre backs out wide, you're going to get burned down the wings.
Yeah. I don't know. If it's one of those things where if I pack him, will I use him earlier on? Possibly. Just because he'll probably be like 50k, just because of the rating and the team.
No, I wouldn't say that much. I'd say 20.
Okay. Umtiti. Great.
Like, you have him and Varane at the back. It's like GG.
Yeah, no, you're not scoring at all. Like, look at the increase in defending. That's all you need to look at.
Deserved though.
No, yeah, I'm not saying that, but like there's nothing else. You want to know why he got brought up 4 rating points to an 87? He's
Yeah.
now, in the the conversation with like one of the best defenders as far as just like the defending stat is concerned in that league.
Yeah.
Pace dropped a little bit. Not going to feel that. You're just not going to feel a difference of 74 to 72. Medium high. So that pace thing is even less necessary because he's not going to be, bum rushing up the field.
Yeah.
So great. It's going to be a great card.
Yeah.
This I could see being up there. Do I think it'll be in the 6-figure category? No, but it'll be close to it, I think.
I'm going to say 50.
You think that low?
Yeah.
Hamshik. Didn't change much.
If only he had 4-star skills. I know he's not a skiller, but
Just give it to him anyway. Who cares?
yeah.
Like,
And then I'd use him, but he's not a CDM. Who really uses centre mids?
not a
And,
cam.
He's not a cam.
Pace drop, shoots the same. Shooting is the same. Passing's the same. Dribbling's the same.
You get an inform, yeah, I'd use him as a cam, but
I think 87's accurate. He had a really good season.
they bother.
Yeah, he had a... No, I would not.
I would.
I would sell him. I think he'll get
You
you
got him untradeable though?
SBC fodder.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm talking, like, if I had the option to earlier on, because I don't think his price is going to hold, like, whatsoever.
No.
Lukaku, the man who had more informs and fucking goals last year somehow.
You know my feeling on Lukaku.
Decent lower card. If I had the money for Lukaku, I'd rather go out and get a Aubameyang or someone with more pace, because this card's going to be closer to 100k than not.
Yeah.
And do I think it's worth it? Yeah, but at the same time, I'd want someone with a bit more pace and a bit more maneuverability.
Decent work rate.
That as well, yeah. Ivan Rakitic. Decent card. Like all these cards, like for the next two cards, I'm just gonna lump the next two together just because of who's after them. They're Barcelona players. They were always gonna go up a bit,
Yeah, it's like they'll be worth money, but are people going to use them? No.
No. Like, if you have the money for PK, go and buy yourself a Varane. Go and buy yourself an Umtiti. Go and buy yourself a Jimenez. Like, yeah, they might not perform the same. Well, Umtiti and Varane will. But, Jimenez might not perform the same, but he's going to save you half of what you would have spent on PK.
Yeah.
Rakitic, go get a Koke. He's the same. I can't even say that with a straight face. They're going to be expensive. Decent cards. Both deserved cards. Well, Rakitic deserved card. This one. I mean, yeah, he's only 19. They're probably, he's going to get, I'm going to say like 5 or 6 informs this year. But
yeah,
I really thought they were going to give him like an 88, 89. But then at the same time, like, I feel like that just then offsets everybody else and they all have to be higher as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so you mean...
Don't get me wrong. He's 19 years old. That card isn't insane. Like,
yeah.
That card is... I don't even know what to put as a price range for him.
500k?
Do price ranges go that high on golds? Like...
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Oh, besides those type of players, I mean. Like, I'm just looking at his card from last year, like... Can we just appreciate how many cards he had last year alone? It's ridiculous. Yeah, no, I think... Obviously, if you're lucky enough... Okay, so here's the question. You get graced by the gods of EA, and you pack him.
7.
Okay. It's going to be hard for me to do it, but I feel like it's the smart thing to do
100%.
because his price will only go down from there.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, let's just get this out of the way. He deserves nothing more, if not more. I mean, he deserves nothing less, if not more, than what EA gave him. But he's going to get a lot of informs. He's going to have, you know, he'll improve with as the time goes on. Sick fucking card.
Yeah.
Thiago Silva. Just, this man doesn't age. Like, at all.
Like, yeah, it's cool. Would I use him? Like, no. Just for the reason that
I don't build with La Liga that much. I don't.
No, he plays in the French league. Right?
That's what I meant. I don't build with League One. Like,
It's just the links to him are a bit crap.
I mean, yeah, that you get the link with Verratti, who I said already is.
You have Buffon, Kimpembe.
Yeah, Buffon, which probably will still be a very OP card. But
Thomas Meunier.
I don't know. I just don't seeing him. I don't see him being a usable card for me or my playstyle at least. Just to
If
try
you
to
pick
like,
La Liga, Prem might be down, but not French league.
yeah. Just to like speed this up. Insigne, worth it, decent card, accurate. You know, went up 3 points. Pace, he's very fast. Not even gonna argue that aspect. Skill move, he's not the most. You know, he doesn't really. He's not. You know, he's more of a player that'll burn you for pace than anything. But I can see why they gave him the skill moves, I guess. Shot. I would think that'd be high 80s, or in the 80s. Like 80, 81 maybe. But I guess fair to you. 40, 50K?
No.
Higher?
20, 30.
What?
His shooting's crap. His physical's crap. Yeah, he's got good pace, but nah. Not for me.
Samir Handanovic, like, I said this to Dom the other day, like, he's one of those cards where he asks me, you know, because he doesn't watch it. I obviously do. Is Handanovic really that good? You need to understand that as an Inter fan, I get scared when a center back, like, rolls the ball over to him during, you know, like, for him to take a goal kick, because I feel like he's going to, like, pull a muscle or something. So, like, I kind of look at him with, like, kid gloves. Like, I get nervous with him. And, like, everything he does scares the crap out of me. Because I don't want him to concede a goal. But definitely top 2 in Italy, currently. Do I think... Well, he was top 2 in Italy with Buffon. And Alisson there. So, they're both gone. I don't know if I can say top goalkeeper in the league, just because it kind of comes off as a like biasedness on my part. But
Right.
I mean, what competition does he have? Pepe Reina? No. Perrin?
Donnarumma.
No. Chesney? Sick player, but no. Donnarumma? No. I don't know. I don't want to commit to the fact to say he's the best keeper in Italy right now. But he's top 2. I don't know who that other person that's in contention with him is. But yeah. Higuain needs to lose some weight. Casemiro. No, let me stop.
Wow.
I'm an Inter fan. I have to hate them. He's a sick player. I mean, what can I say? 73 paces. 73 pace is kind of funny. I'm not going to lie.
Just FYI, mate, we're like 2 hours in already.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm trying to, like...
Yeah.
Higuain, decent card.
Not weekend league quality.
No, not with that pace. You will punch. You will spend more money on TVs than you will ever have spent before in your life. Casemiro, 120K.
I'd agree.
James, 35, 40.
I loved James at the start of last year.
Me too. Loved him 2 years ago. Haven't used him since.
Yeah.
Buffon.
Just that card you think of picking up when you build a squad.
No.
Nothing more than
Like, his card is... like, if I had to buy someone who I think I would rather use, yeah, the shot power or the shooting is completely different. I would rather use Thiago just because he'll be cheaper.
Yeah.
Buffon, can't say I've watched him in La Liga, in Italy. He was.
No one's watched him in the Liga.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yo! If I do that one more time, can we just agree that you know what I mean at this point? But yeah, I can't say I've watched him in League One. He was one of, if not the best goalie in Italy last year. So, Eriksson,
No, that's a cap.
yes. They should have just gave him 5-star because why not?
200k.
Anything less, and there's a conspiracy somewhere. Pogba. They drew the Barcelona.
700k.
They drew what? Are you serious?
Yes. Think about how much he was last year. At the start, Pogba was almost a mil.
Was he actually?
Yeah.
Huh. I mean, to be fair, his 87 rated is 34K to 650K now, and that's almost a year later. So, yeah, you're probably not too far off. They drew the Barcelona logo wrong though. Sergio Busquets, proving that pace is not everything apparently. Gareth Bale.
Now we're getting to some big boy cards here.
Yeah. First player you think might hit a mil?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'd say a mil. I'd say maybe just under, maybe 900. But
Like,
I'd say around that
like
mark.
where do you go from here? Like, you have 95 pace at the start of the game. You get one inform, you're already pushing team of the
No,
season.
they'll just do what they do with Ronaldo. They'll give him like 96 pace, 97 pace. and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, 2 informs, and he's already as fast as the fastest card in the game last year. Or
Yeah.
technically this year, if you want it, whatever. But yeah, I can't tell you anything wrong with that card. Besides, it's too expensive for me to afford until maybe next
He doesn't
FIFA.
play for Newcastle.
That too. Coutinho.
Why
81,
isn't he a centre mid?
81 pace, 81 shot. Other than that, sick card. Probably be.
Yeah, just swap him to Cam and game your sword. He's so good there.
He'll probably be in the range of like 500-600, I think.
Nah.
You don't think that?
Really?
You don't think that much?
Nah, I'd say 100 to
Oh, come on, man. He's
100.
he's the poor man. He's the poor man's Neymar.
He's got 81 pace.
I'll meet you in the middle and say 250, even though that's nowhere near the middle. But you know, Hugo Lloris.
I'm not the biggest fan of Lloris on FIFA. I always think he's a bit
Donkey,
mediocre.
donkey-ish.
Yeah. He's either really good or he's an absolute donkey.
Yeah,
It'd be interesting to see.
it'll be one of those things where we have to wait and see what happens.
Yeah. Every time I call out, I'm gonna rush out and get that.
Marcelo. 5-star skill moves.
82 pace.
He has 5-star skill moves.
Like,
Like, what the actual hell?
he should be a lot quicker.
Yeah, I agree. But again, it'll be one of those players where if you have the money to spend on him, go use it elsewhere. I think.
Like, if you're absolutely balling in money, why not?
Yeah, go ahead. Be
If
that
you
guy.
like.
Be that guy to go into the first weekend league with a Marcelo, Sergio Ramos, Varane, Courtois squad. But, if you're strapped for cash.
Yeah.
Mohamed Salah. I mean, this is one I actually do want to compare to before he was taken over by, a body snatcher of some kind. Plus 11 shot. I think they should have gone with plus 20. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and he has 3-star weak foot now. So thank God for that.
Yeah. He should be 4-star, in my opinion.
I will say this, though. If anybody watched us play co-ops a couple days ago, we subbed Salah off.
For Alberto Moreno.
Who almost scored the game winner for us, by the way. Isco, always a sick card. I thought he had a good World Cup. Can't say I watched him too much. But decent card nonetheless.
Every time I've seen him play, he's always looked decent. So I'm looking forward to using him.
Same. Ter Stegen. Just a Barcelona goalie.
So good.
Pretty much. Possible OP card.
Like, the fact you can link him between, like, Boateng and Ramos, say. Like,
Or
So
Umtiti
good.
and Boateng.
yeah.
David Silva. I want to say pace is a bit slower, but he is high medium, so he'll be up the field more than he's not.
Not a card I'm interested in, to be honest.
We have the same birthday. Separated by 7 years. Not the point. Yeah. It's one of those cards that if I get, I'm selling. If we're talking untradeable, maybe he chills on my bench for like a super sub type situation. And then down the line, if I need, a really high rated player, toss him in that.
Yeah.
Matty Boy Hummels. Always loved him. Thought he was a sick card. High medium's a bit worrisome, but 90 defending. 90 defending! I feel like the 90 defending makes up for the 65 pace, but does not make up for the high medium.
I feel like if I had him untradeable, I'd end up putting him into an SBC.
I cannot agree with you on that. Unless it's like a prime Del Piero and I need like a really high rated player, and then buy. But Cavani,
Oh yeah, it'd be for a good player.
yeah.
I would do like a gold upgrade pack or something.
Yeah.
Uh,
Cavani, never used him. Nah, not a fan of him.
card I'm interested in.
Yeah. Dybala. Just proof, like, why did Juve need Ronaldo? But, whatever. 250k.
More. Way more.
The little fucking 25-year-old bastard.
500 at the start of last FIFA.
And now... Oh, wait, nope, just kidding.
I'd say 700.
We still have 10 more players to go, and then we get to the big boys. Aguero. Just, the man doesn't age. Same. He's like Thiago Silva. Does not age.
Yeah.
At all.
So
See,
good.
see,
Yeah.
CEA, he has high medium. Bastards. Chiellini. He'll be a couple 100k.
Yeah.
It's physicality. You would think would be a bit higher. Like 85. I'm not talking like high 80s. 85 max.
Yeah, I'd say so. But
Uh,
physical can be a bit misleading at times.
Yeah. Antoine Griezmann. He won a World Cup, man. You couldn't just give him a 90? Like, for the culture.
I'd use him as a cam. I wouldn't use him as out and out striker.
Yeah. I used him as a cam for a bit last year. Like, if I ever had him as, like in drafts and stuff, I would always stick him as a cam, and he was just... He pinged all the things.
Like, I had his team this season. I packed his team this season.
I
and I used him as a left cam, and he was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Like a 4-2-2 kind of setup.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used him like that. Was it last year or 2 years ago? It might have been 2 years ago. I used like...
Oh, no. I was playing 4-2-3-1. I had team of the season Suarez up front. I had team season Griezmann left cam, team season De Bruyne cam, and then team season Firmino right cam.
I think 2 years ago I was using a 4-2-2 and I had a combination of Griezmann and I forget who it was. Someone on Atleti, but I had Griezmann as my cam and it was sick. I'll let you take this one just because you had interesting things to say about him the other day.
Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Like, he's just not a striker I'd go for. He's if he gets a couple of informs, he's really good, but 70 pace just not for champs quality. And at the end of the day, if you're going to build a squad, especially early on, you want players that are meta, and he's not.
But at the same time, early on, you're going to want to be able to afford players that are meta, and he's not going to be affordable. Not for RTG accounts and stuff.
Unless you pack him.
I would still sell him
At which point you sell him, yeah.
because that price tag is too high it probably will be too high for me to pass up.
I'd say 300 to 400k.
Yeah. I was gonna say 250. 253 maybe. N'Golo.
300k.
Next. Oblak. I can't spend too much time on goalies just because I don't know. Because this obviously isn't going to be the case, but you have De Gea, who you're going to see in a second, is 91 rated. He could be the worst goalie in the game. It's not going to happen, but you get the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah. Like, Oblak's cool. Like, he's not someone I would go for.
It'll be exciting when I'm opening my reward packs or my weekly packs for pre-ordering the game, and I see 90 rated goalkeeper and I freak out. But
That's like Oblak, and he's like 20k.
if he's gonna be like sub 100k at the start of the game, and I'm gonna shit myself. Like,
Now, if you pack the goalkeeper under him,
oh.
you're a bit more excited.
I think what makes me even more excited about this is I'm going to use Varane at some point this year. Like, I want him in my team, and the fact that Courtois has always been in my squads for the past 4 or 5 FIFAs, and he's a strong link now. Nothing more needs to be said. Like, this is a card I could see being 500k at the start. Too high, too low.
It's tough to tell with keepers. You never know. It could be more, it could be a lot less. It'll be interesting to see. I'm going to say 300.
English.
What?
I don't know. SBC fodder doesn't qualify it.
Gooden?
Do you remember him 2 years ago? Where he had his team of the season card? It was like a 90-something rated, and he was going for like 20k.
Gooden is not SBC fun.
What card was it? Nope. Hold on. I actually think him paired next to a Varane would be sick. Was it his 210? Might have been one of his informs on. I don't know. I just remember him being one of his cars being cheap. But I feel like the beginning of the year he's going to be crazy expensive, but I think as the year goes on, I feel like his price kind of like...
Yeah.
I don't think he gets many informs, to be honest. That's just me, though.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Neuer. Hate him. Never liked him in FIFA. Can't get him to work for me.
Just buy Farman.
Just buy a bronze. Like... But yeah.
Disrespected Manuel.
I can't get the motherfucker to work for me. He doesn't stop goals. He literally just walks away like, you have open net. Lewandowski.
Is that your German accent?
I couldn't tell you what it was. I don't know what it was. It was I think it was
Welcome
Egyptian.
to my net.
I think it was an Egyptian in there somewhere. Louis.
Oh, wait, 2 seconds. I've got a lot to say about this card. 2 seconds.
Okay.
Sorry, it's
Oh, good.
warm as hell in this room.
Go ahead.
Window. So, let's have a look here. So, if we go on to Foothead, right? So it was a couple of years ago. Lewandowski. Where was it? God, was it FIFA 14? It was. His FIFA 14 card was amazing because he had skills.
We talking... Oh, yeah, the 4-star.
Yeah. That card was one of the best strikers I've used. He was just so well-rounded, good at everything.
Do you think this is going to be, like, slightly more expensive...
I think so.
Ibrahimovic?
No. I think he's a very different striker. Like, Ibra, he's more finisher.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like the only thing he lacked this year was skills, and I think with that back, he'd be class.
I can't see myself buying him. I never really bought him. It'll be one of those cards if I get in like a foot draft or something I would love to use. Tony the Tiger.
Here we go. Oh, I'm so excited about this card.
5-star weak foot. Just 3-star skill moves make sense. 82 shot. That might.
I love Tony Cruz, man.
You can make that shot 60. He's still gonna shoot them.
He's had a massive pace of boost as well.
The point I'm trying to make is you can make his shooting 60. He'll still be hitting them from 35 out.
Yeah.
Does not matter. Like, going to be a sick card.
Like, what was his pace? We had 50 pace in FIFA 18.
Did he actually? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
David De Gea. Can you argue that he's one of... Okay, you can't argue he's one of the best in the world.
No, Dubravka is obviously the best.
Okay. But if we're talking top 100 that actually made the list, people who got screwed over, this card just keeps getting better and better. Like, again,
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much because you really can't say much about goalkeepers.
I thought De Gea was shite last year.
Never use him. Never got enough coins to buy him, to be honest.
He wasn't shite, but for the amount you had to pay for him, he wasn't worth it.
Wasn't worth it, yeah. Like, he'll be more expensive than Courtois. If I have the money for him, I would rather go for Courtois, just for the links that I can get with him. Granted, you can get a Ramos link, which then you can put that into a Varane link, but my point,
I'm so sad about this next card.
He's one of those that I did the SBC for. Kind of regret it. I know you loved him. I know he was your baby.
One of the reasons I loved Suarez was because of his skills. He could just do anything with him.
Not no more.
440 games, 459 goals, and 356 assists, and they were basically World Foot champs. Like, he had 900 goal contributions in 100 games. Like, you don't get many strikers that can do that, and he was just Oh, he's so good. I miss him.
Still gonna be a sick card, but
Yeah, but I need the skills, man. And he has no skills, so I probably won't use him.
Sergio should be a bully stat, but whatever. Gonna be It's gonna be stupidly expensive for no type. I mean, not for no type of reason. It's gonna be deserved, obviously, but
I'm not interested in Suarez. And in Suarez and Ramos. I don't.
I'd rather use Veron.
Yeah.
Eden Hazard.
Hazard's a weird one. It seems like he has a FIFA way he's good, then a FIFA way he's shit. FIFA way he's good, and a FIFA way he's shit. FIFA 18 was shit, so I'm gonna guess this one's gonna be good. That's my logic.
Makes sense. KDB.
KDB's a weird one. Because his base card, I hated.
Last year?
Yeah. I thought it was one of the biggest wasted coins I did last year. And then I had his special cards and I really liked them. It depends how the game plays, but his card looks incredible.
The salt.
Yuka!
Such a beautiful man. Full homo
The man
intended.
that never wanted to actually join Inter Milan. He was just saying it for the bands.
Shut up. Yes, he did. We're getting him. We're saving up $750 million for his buyout clause. Because fuck the Real Madrid president.
You're gonna sell the entire team and then just have.
That's fine. That's fine. Just Modric surrounded by bronzes, if we even have those. But yeah, 76 shot. Were they not watching his World Cup?
Are you surprised he's the 4th best player in the game?
No, not even a little bit. Are you?
Like, if you were to say the top 10 people in world football, I wouldn't put Modric 4th.
Do you put him top 10?
Yeah.
Do you put him above Hazard and De Bruyne?
Hazard, yes. Not sure about De Bruyne.
Do you put him above Toni Kroos?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I needed to know. But yeah, 4-star, 4-star. This card will be retarded, and even more so when, team of the season rolls around, or team of the year rather. I always get those confused. Yeah. Does anything really need to be said for the next 3? Like, just bruh. I'll lump them all together.
So,
Bruh.
Wait. So, Neymar's 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Messi's 2nd. Ronaldo's 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Matt Ritchie?
They have that's tomorrow's list. They're coming out with like the A-star
I was
list.
gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, silly EA.
I just don't understand why they still don't give. Like, okay, fine, you don't want to give Messi 5-star skill moves. Give the man a 5-star weak foot, please. Like,
4-star week, I'm happy with though. The fact he's a striker, I'm very happy with.
I didn't see that. Oh my god, he's back to a center forward.
To think you can have Messi and Ronaldo as striker from the start.
Order is restored. The world has been set right. Do you understand how much fun, like when I had like stupid amounts of coins for no type of reason, I just bought a Messi to play with because why not? Like years ago, his center forward card was so fun, and like
He's a waste on the wing.
yeah, he really is. Like, what's Neymar high medium makes sense. Messi medium.
Like, what
Ronaldo.
do you say about Ronaldo, Neymar, and Messi?
Ronaldo
They were
high low.
That's all that needs to be said. Like, they're the best 3 players in the world.
Now we just need
That's the reason.
Now we just need Neymar to get like a striker in form or something, like 1 week when Cavani's out injured, and you could have a possibility of playing, obviously on terrible chemistry, but you could play Neymar Ronaldo up top with Messi as a cam.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
let that sink in.
It's,
All right. Well, I think considering it's been 2.5 hours, I was gonna go into legend stuff, but no, we can do that Sunday when we record
Yeah.
the next episode. Because
the viewers have all fell asleep now.
I've had to pee since like the 55 to or like 60 to 50 list or something. So I can't believe like this is supposed to be like an hour podcast, and well, to be fair, when we first started doing this, the first episode, I did say once FIFA stuff started, it was going to be 3 hours plus. So we're not far off.
Yeah.
But appreciate everyone hanging out. For anyone who happens to be watching this as a YouTube video, who I was gonna say which legend are you looking forward to using?
Lampard.
Yeah, for me it would be okay. Yeah, we can do that. If you are watching this as a YouTube video, in the comments, put what icon you are looking forward to using. Me personally,
Well,
it's probably gonna be Baggio. Not gonna lie.
now let's remember, Mr. Eclipse, you haven't got away yet. What do we do at the end of each podcast?
Well, those are different podcasts. This is a bit of a different one.
Uh-huh. Now, I think it still needs to happen though.
Fine, embarrass me in front of the people watching. It's fine. Go ahead.
Alright, so again, it's a player that's relevant to FIFA this week, FIFA 18, and played in the international games.
Okay.
I think he played both games. So I'll give you his last 3 clubs to start with.
Okay.
Anaheim, Deportivo La Coruña, and I'll say for his most recent club, they play in the Premier League. If I say which Premier League club it is, you'll probably get it in a second. So I'm not going to do that yet.
Okay.
He's a centre back. He played in the World Cup for his country.
Okay.
Anything yet?
Would asking for his country be too much?
He's Swiss.
Center back Swiss. I keep wanting to say Lichtsteiner, but right back. So
He moved to the Premier League this summer.
um. Oh, there we go. Keep her going.
He's 26 years old. His first 2 clubs were FC Will and FC Basel. He's representing Switzerland at every level of international football. He played against England last night at centre back. He moved to his current club from Deportivo La Coruña for 3.5 million this summer.
Oh.
He's known for being a good free kick taker.
Oh. She. Why can't I think of any fucking Swiss center backs? Aside from like. I have no idea. I cannot think of any Swiss center backs.
He made his debut this season against Chelsea. In the game,
I'm
he
banning
made
these
his
from
debut.
future podcasts.
In the game he made his debut in, his team lost 2-1. He is in this team of the week.
Well, it doesn't help that I haven't looked at the team of the week now, does it? Am I allowed to look at the team of the week on Twitter? Just to end the misery?
Yeah.
Can we talk about how stupid it is they released the team of the week a week before FIFA came out, by the way? I mean, obviously they had to get, they had to give your boy a team of the week at some point, but that's just me. Is he even the right team of the week? I don't even know if I'm looking at the right one.
He signed for Newcastle United this summer.
How do you pronounce his name? Shar?
There you go.
I don't know, pronounce his name.
You got it. Fabian Shaw. Relevant in this week because he is in the team of the week. And played against England.
I won't do it now because I definitely want to end it in a minute or two. But on Sunday, I don't know. Actually, they probably won't release a team of the week when they release the game, will they?
Probably not.
So I was gonna say we could probably try to guess who might be in the team of the week, but we'll talk more about that Sunday. But yeah, for everyone, appreciate everyone who hung out and watched. Thank you for TheDomainist for sticking around and embarrassing me as usual at the end. And yeah, for anyone who's watching this as a YouTube video, self promo, like, subscribe if you haven't.
Follow me on Twitch as well, please. Thank you.
He will be in the description as always. We'll be probably putting out some type of series on YouTube within the next few weeks.
Yes.
We will speak of that more when we get around to it, once we have like things finalized. But until then, appreciate everyone hanging out, and we're out. Peace.
See ya.